So now I'm going to talk about one of the stereotypical flower stick and devil stick moves, which is the propeller. Now the propeller looks like this, and you can do it while you're looking at it or while you're not looking at it. It is a very diverse move if you just add some other things in. For example, I could switch hands. I could switch hands and walk around it. I could go under my leg with it, right? So there's a lot of diversity that can be had in this move. And if, kind of like the TikTok, if you really take your time to work through it, to understand it, to get it deeply ingrained in your muscle memory, you will be much better off. So I encourage you to spend an excessive amount of time on this particular move because it is going to be applicable in a lot of other places if you get it into your fundamental muscle memories. So what you want to do is you should put down one of your hand sticks, and you should hold the baton from the middle. And I call the base move in the propeller a scoop, because that's all you're doing. You're just grabbing it at the bottom and you're scooping around. And the propeller is just repeating that scooping motion over and over and over again. And kind of in my mind's eye, the parts of it that are important are the contact, the follow through, and then when it's horizontal, that's when you give it a big push. You let go of the baton. You stop making contact with it. Then you come down, make contact at the bottom again, lift up. And so you can just repeat this thing over and over again. And so it's kind of like a little J that you're focused on. It's like touch here, stop touching there, right? Touch here, and then about right there, you stop touching again and let it fall around. So we're going to start out with the baton, held in the center in one of our hands. We touch it below the middle. Notice that I'm not a quarter of the way down now. I'm pretty close to the center, but still a couple of inches off from it. And I'm going to push in, lift up, and let it swing around once, grab it in the middle. Push in, lift up, grab it in the middle. And so just repeat that until you can do it as smoothly as I'm doing it right now, so that it really just kind of falls around and then you grab it. It falls around and then you grab it. Once you get comfortable with that, you're going to push and then catch it, right? So I push around and I leave my hand stick right here and I stop the baton so that I can push it back in the other way. And this is how you're going to learn how to do it so that you can use both hand sticks and practice both sides at the same time. But this is just the starter. And I'm going to show you this move from the side because I want to be clear that you're not pulling your arm back or pushing it forward at any time. It's really common for people to think that at some time you have to pull the hand stick out of the way so that the baton can turn, but this is not true. What you do is you keep the hand stick across the plane of the baton. It comes around, and then you catch it right there. It comes around, and I catch it right there. Or I push it, and I stop it right there, right? And you notice on neither one of those do I ever pull my hand back. So make sure that you're not doing this. Once you're feeling comfortable with those two steps, which is the holding it, flipping it around, holding it, flipping it around, and then flipping it around and stopping it, go ahead and pick up your other hand stick, set down your first hand stick, hold it in the center again, touch it on the bottom, lift up and catch it, lift up and catch it, lift up and catch it. Get comfortable there, lift up and stop, lift up and stop, lift up and stop.